Tainted Scarecrow.
Okay everyone, today for you I have a new knife from Wright Knives. This is the Patriot. This is a brand new model from Wright Knives. It's a 5 5/8 inch overall length. It's got a 2.5 inch cutting edge. It's on 1/8 inch D2 with a flat grind, and then as you can see we've got bone handles. So zoom in a little bit here so you can see it. It's got the Pouthouse logo there. So this knife actually was just released today. LT had sent me this one to do a review. So I've carried it around for a little bit. I went on a hike up to Ricketts Glen in northern Pennsylvania. Took this along, and it carried really well. I didn't even notice I had it on me. It comes with this nice little sheath here. Pretty much standard with most of their knives, but yeah, it carried great. I used it to cut a couple things, took a couple glamour shots of it, sent them to LT, just showing them that I had it out with me. But do a little bit of cutting here, just stuff you might have around. Like I said, this is obviously going to fall into an EDC category of knife just due to the size. It's got this nice little rounded tail end. I mean, you can get 4 fingers on it, but it's going to kind of be a little bit of a stretch. It doesn't really give you, if you choke up like this, it's an okay grip. But I prefer to kind of have this finger a little bit underneath and then just basically hold it with the 3 to do stuff. But anyway, we're going to show you. I'll just cut some paracord with it. Let's see what else. Here, got a plate with some cheese. Just have a little late night snack here. And an apple. And then I had a beer earlier. Had a Take the Black Stout by Ommegang, which is one of the Game of Thrones beers. Had this cork left over, so just go ahead and cut that while I'm at it. See how it cuts through cork. I've never really tried to cut cork before. But I guess it would have been better if I would have sliced it like that. I guess the cork was just compressing whenever I was pushing straight down on it. Then, here, let me wipe it off here. Have my fire steel here. It has the squared off spine, so you should be able to see, throw a pretty decent spark with it, filling up the basement here with smoke. clean that off. But yeah, I mean, this is a cool little knife, especially if you want something that's like more discreet or just doesn't leave a big imprint on you when you're carrying. This is a nice little knife. If you had the addition of maybe like a Kydex sheath for like horizontal carry, this would just melt right into like a belt. Like I said, pretty much an EDC. You could use it as a woods knife. Like I said, I took it as a hiking knife. It performed well, but most of the time when I go out in the woods, I'm going to carry my Woodsman Pro. I mean, lame here, you can see the difference. Obviously, it's more of a svelte knife than the Woodsman Pro is. But you know, that's what it's made to do. It's made to fit the small fixed blade category for, you know, an EDC knife. I'm not going to carry this thing around, especially whenever it comes in this big honking sheath, and then I have my fire steel strapped to it and everything like that. You know, if I go out and check the trail cameras, or if I know I'm going to be in the woods for an extended period of time and I'm probably going to need it for firewood and prep, you know, I'll take this. But I like this knife. I mean, this is, you know, almost near perfect. Said, you know, some people might not like the rounded end. I mean, I can go either way on it. It really doesn't affect me that much. It just slides kind of like right in there in between those two fingers. You can see it. So I don't mind it. I heard some people complain about it, but like I said, you can get up on it high if you want, you know, or further back. It's got the little bit of a choil here, so your finger's not going to slide up. But yeah, I mean, it's a great little knife. I was really glad when LT sent it to me to review it. So like I said, I mean, if you're looking for a little small EDC knife, that's probably going to be the one. I'm a big fan of the Trapper. That's another one that I really like to carry around a good bit. But actually, you know what? Let me go grab the Trapper, and you guys can see that next to the Patriot here. Okay, so here's the Patriot. We got the Trapper, and I just went ahead and grabbed the Frontier Valley while I was at it. So we'll move the big boy out of the way here. Put him back in his home. And we'll look at these three. So, as you can see here, I think the Trapper is almost exactly the same length. Maybe just an 1/8 of an inch longer. It's really hard to tell. Of course, I didn't prepare myself by bringing a tape measure down here, but you can see it's fairly close. And then compared to the Frontier Valley, obviously the Frontier Valley's a significant amount larger. Let's try to tilt the camera down a little bit further here. So Patriot, Trapper. See, from that, I don't know, they look pretty close. And then, like I said, here's the Frontier Valley. Then you can see the handles. The bone scales are the same width from top to bottom. And then the Frontier, or I'm sorry, the Trapper has tapered scales. You can tell they get wider towards the tail end, which just means you're going to get a little more of a full grip down here in the palm of your hand when you're holding it. Same type of deal. It's got the choil, then you can kind of go up for more fine work. And then the Frontier Valley also widens a little bit at the bottom to fill up your hand a little bit more. Now compared to the two, or these two, you can definitely tell that this one doesn't fill up your hand nearly as much because it doesn't have the tapered scale set, which, like I said, this is the first time I've grabbed all three of these together. I kind of like the swell at the bottom. That is a little bit nicer. I haven't dug these two out of the safe for a while. I usually have them in there, and then I've taken this one with me turkey hunting, and this one I've EDC'd before, but then I'd taken it into favor for I'd taken some smaller knives along. But they all have the squared edges for fire steel striking and everything, but yeah, I mean, honestly, you know how I am with LT's work, and before when he was with Blind Horse, I like all the stuff he's put out. I mean, there's some that I've passed on, but that's not that I haven't liked the knives. They just didn't fit a certain point of use for me. But if you want something that's unique, I mean, every bone handle on these Patriots is going to be different. You're not going to see one that's exactly the same. That's one of the features that's nice. I mean, you can see on the back here, it's got those nice light patches here. It's got a nice white portion. Then you flip it over, and then it's got, like a little, almost like a quartz run, like in rock, going along the grip. And then, another light spot, a couple dark spots. This is definitely unique. So, I mean, that's a big reason why I wanted to share this with you, other than the fact that, LT wanted me to do a review on it. And like I said, it passes all my tests. It's easy to use. It carries nice. It's concealable. Sharp out of the box. I mean, you're going to get the scooter edge on it, so you know that it's good. And you're able to strike a steel with it. So, I mean, those are all the things I like when I look for an EDC knife. So, if you have a chance, snag one of these Patriots before they're gone. I'm not sure if it's going to be a common run or if it's something they're only going to do special, but you're not going to be disappointed. So, like I said, that's the LT Wright Patriot. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. And I'll try to get back to you as quick as possible. So, that's it for now. I hope you guys liked it.